Hey, welcome to the Pantheon Live. I would like to proudly welcome here from our hometown of Edmonton, Alberta, Corey, Trez, Tales of the Tomb. Woo. Welcome to the Pantheon, my brothers.
Thank you for having us, man.
It's an absolute pleasure, guys. I love the music. I love what you guys do. Let's talk about how long have you guys been doing this as a band?
As Tales of the Tomb, it's like 4 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for Tales of the Tomb, we've been a band for about 4 years. Me and Trey and I have been actually playing together for longer than that. We were in a different band before called These Colors Don't Run. And then I actually started the band, and Trey initially wasn't in it. And then after we released the first EP is when we got Trey on board, because we ended up writing some leads and stuff like that. So we ended up needing 2 guitar players after we recorded that first record. And then basically I was already playing in another band with Trey, so I just called him and set it up.
I arrived.
He came in.
That's it.
Yeah. Good stuff, guys. Kicks ass. So today we're talking about your upcoming release, Volume 2, Mendacium.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. What was it like creating the arrangement to the album? Was it difficult getting the right sound? How many takes did it take? And please tell us more about your process.
With this one, lots of the songs that were actually on the album, I think 4 of them were actually written alongside the first EP. We just chose not to release them on the first EP because they didn't fall into that murder concept that the first EP sort of had. Mm-hmm. So we had sort of 4 songs to start out with, and then we were like, what's kind of the common theme between them? And then we sort of decided with the kind of conspiracy theme that we went with this next album. And then, so over the coming years of playing with different people and things like that, me and Trey wrote the last 2 songs on the album, which were Yalov Pass and Nightmare Hall. Maybe not order-wise, but those were the later songs to have been actually written, you know what I mean? And then so when we were laying out the album and the order of the songs and things like that, we wanted to kind of start with something really new. So the first song on the album is Nightmare Hall. And then it kind of plays out through some of the other songs and things like that. And then the last song on the album is Mermaid in a Manhole. And since that song didn't really play into conspiracy theories because it was actually, it's about a movie, a Japanese horror film, we decided to list it as a bonus track. I love those films. Yeah, we decided to list it as a bonus track because it didn't really play into conspiracy theories. And then, so we kind of just had, with that in mind, that's kind of, with the conspiracy, that's kind of was the big focus for everything and how we wanted it to look and sound and feel. And
I say what you could do for your next album with talking about Japan for a moment, the Suicide Forests.
Yeah.
So many great bands have touched on that topic. It's very, very extreme.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for that we would. I mean, it's not something we would never not say we would write about. I guess. That's kind of the focus of the band, right? Is like how reality is scarier than fiction. So anything that's reality based is definitely not off limits, I guess.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's talk about what we're gonna have most digital platforms for this album. What are you guys doing for the physical copy?
Do you want to take that?
Yeah, we printed I think about 500 physical copies that you can actually order on Bandcamp.com and just pay some shipping price. I forget how much it is. It's like $15 within Canada or the US.
I don't know the shipping
We'll
price.
figure it all out, but it's all on Bandcamp, and that's how you can get a physical copy or shirts, all that good stuff.
So when you make physical copies, do you guys, does it come out of your pockets to make these 500 discs, or is there somebody who helps with that?
More or less out of our pocket. We go play the shows, or we actually do end up okay, we need $500 each to mix and master.
This is whatever artists are working full-time jobs, and
exactly.
We just can never seem to bring enough sustainability to music. I wish you guys could basically make this your living and get paid exactly what you're worth. Look back at the times with Rush and Judas Priest, and these guys came out in the 70s, and they were huge. AC/DC, they had Bon Scott and guy up and dies. Who do they get? Brian fucking Johnson. Right? It's music just doesn't seem the way it used to be. What do you gentlemen think?
I think it's the exact, well, not the exact way. There's differences, I guess. everything is now based off the internet, right? You have to like have an Instagram and a YouTube and this, that to like connect with people, right? It's not just like trading cassette
And if you
tapes
don't
anymore.
do live video, then you're pretty much you're lost in the vortex.
I mean, like, but at this day and age, like, pretty much everything gets lost in the vortex unless you have something that really stands out just because of the amount of saturation, how many people can, like, create a band. You don't even need, like, live instruments anymore to, like, record an album. I think that's, like, equally as cool as it is scary because, like, now, I don't know, start off with drum machine samplers, like Drum Kit from Hell.
What are your
by
thoughts
Toon
on
Track.
drum machines?
They're amazing. They're wonderful things. But I mean, once again, it's like part of saturation. I say it's wonderful for like pre-production and all that kind of stuff because you're not going to have a live drummer at your disposal, you know, when you're just starting out, right?
Exactly.
So
not
it's
the
really
days
good
of
to
the
just
greats like Neil Peart and Bill Ward, the dedicated artists.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, like, I don't know, from a final product like situation, it's probably better to use live drums, no doubt about that. But it's just really nice to have that technology at your disposal. And now you have like the same thing, but with bass, guitar. I mean, it won't be that far into the future before we can like just program vocals, and then like a whole band can just be programmed. Who knows?
There's already like artificial intelligence that is out there that randomly generates music that you can listen to. So if you like go to YouTube and you YouTube like AI generated death metal, there will be like streams that you can listen, and it's apparently just a random algorithm on a computer that's making
I'll
the
have to
music
check this out.
that you're listening to. Yeah, and like I mean, it's for there's every genre, but I mean for like our people who listen to this music, that now might be the most interesting. But yeah, if you Google like AI generated death metal, there's like, you know, robots making music essentially.
Wow,
Yeah.
technology, my brothers, technology.
Yeah.
So what's next for Tales of the Tomb? Are you guys working on some more music afterwards? Are you got any tours, festivals? What's next for you guys?
For that, we got right now we have two newer EPs that we're working on that we have planned for the future. Hopefully, we will be able to get the first one out sooner. We're kind of going to sort of focus on, again, sort of one theme. It's going to be, again, sort of about murder and serial killer again. So our plan is to sort of work on that music and kind of get that. That's our focus, is the music and things like that. We'd like to get to playing shows and things like that, but we know we got to find the right members who want to join and be a part of the group and things like that and want to have fun doing it. But so the biggest focus is basically just working on these new tunes and trying to get another EP out a lot quicker than we did last time, because I think it was like 3 years.
Very cool,
Yeah.
guys. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, Corey, Trey, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here on the Pantheon Live, you guys. Tales of the Tomb, keep making great music, keep kicking ass. Horns high! Woo!
I killed 2 of them. Yes, they're mortal and they do die. Take it to the lower 17 years in black budget programs, government geologist as engineer, structural engineer with aerospace applications. All information dealing with alien or alien reproduced